Bir dakika sonra başlıyor. Yani Türkçe altyazı otomatik var herhalde. Burada gözükmüyor Türkçe altyazı ama. Evet öyledir. Yani arkadaşlar çok bir sürpriz beklemeyin. Çünkü çıkacak oyunları adamlar söyledi bile bize. Açıkçası ben sadece burada Indiana Jones'u merak ediyorum öyle diyeyim. Hani Indiana Jones dışında hiçbir oyun ilgimi bile çekmiyor bugün tanıtacak oyundan ama. Yine de belki bir sürpriz olarak küçük bir Elden Ring DLC görebiliriz. Çünkü bir tane sürpriz olabilir diye söylenti var. Onun da Elden Ring olma ihtimali yüksek. Haberiniz olsun. Hadi bakalım. İlk olarak neyle başlıyoruz acaba?
Metro 4, Mafya 4, Bioshop yeni oyun. Da 6.
Başta öyle bir şey yazmadık be adam bile.
Derece.
Ne yapıyorsunuz oğlum? Okey, bir yapımcıların introsuyla başladık. Obsidian'e mi başlıyoruz?
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. I'm so proud to share with you our upcoming fantasy action RPG, Avowed. Avowed is an adventure
Oğlum bu
into the
kalite
heart
ne?
of the
240
living
be.
lands, a frontier at the edge of the known world, where you must put a stop to a mysterious spiritual plague and discover a secret at the heart of the living lands. At Obsidian, we love creating worlds with deep themes,
Yani.
dynamic gameplay, and thoughtful reactivity. And Avowed is no different. We set out to blend the believable and fantastical to give players a world and experience like no other. It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's strange. It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Aora. There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has a really personal connection to you as the player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world. And when it comes to encounters, our combat brings the best of the moment-to-moment fun that comes with action-oriented gameplay and the depth and breadth of choice that you get with an
Lütfen
RPG.
büyülü müydü lan bu oyun?
Here to talk more about Avowed's combat is Gabriel Paramo, gameplay director.
Here at Obsidian, our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly
büyülü oyun.
swap from spellcasting and sharpshooting to melee combat. We want to give you the freedom to mix and match your loadout to fit the way you want to play from moment to moment, uninterrupted. For all battles, you can combine a variety of weapons, attacks, and abilities for tactical advantages against a wide range of enemy types. It's not just hacking and slashing. You're making real-time decisions about when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks, blocks, parries, and special attacks.
Pek de ilgi çekici gözükmüyor benim
If you
için.
choose to approach combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies at mid-range. Using the Tanglefoot ability, you can stop enemies in their tracks, giving you the opportunity to focus on weaker or tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled manner. It's important to pay attention to the types of enemies you're dealing with. Some units are extremely defensive, some are brutishly difficult, and others you must make sure you prioritize or their healing capabilities will put you in a tough spot. To help with the different encounters you will face, we provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched during combat. That means you can play however you want. Equip a sword and shield and charge into battle. Dual-wield pistols and control the encounter mid-range. Or even dual-wield wands to feel like a gunslinging mage. You could use your enchanted wand to freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to shatter them. We've worked hard to keep you constantly engaged as battles unfold by creating a balance between pressure and manageability during combat.
Players will have ample choices for how to build and progress their envoy in the world of the Living Lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many diverse regions. Some quests in Avowed will have you make difficult decisions with profound consequences. Like this side quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll explore on your journey through the Living Lands. As you're exploring, you come across the bodies of these fallen soldiers, and as you explore the remains of the battle, it's up to you to determine who, if anyone, is at fault.
Just the four of us. Manu, Kiri, Nobk, and me. Training under Captain Ruiki. Trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
In other words, you're a gang of vigilantes. Not that I'm one to judge.
Here. Take my badge. Take everyone's. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for them.
Making the right choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and gray
Ha,
areas,
grafikleri seviyorum
trusting
çünkü
players to
yayının
make tough
görüntü
decisions
kalitesi
in
çok kötü.
complicated situations.
O yüzden
squad and I
söylemiyorum.
rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed
Ama
by
bence
those
kötü
miserable
gözüküyor, evet.
Zorips. I was so surprised, and it was so dark. I just got separated from everyone else. Look, I can't face those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it out.
Hele
Of
burada
course he
ekran
can.
blurlu gibi, baksana
Sergeant
karakterin
Asui
yüzüne
never
bak.
has a thought he won't say out loud.
Sanki bir blur var lan
So what did he
yüzünde.
tell you?
Bu ne?
That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby? I heard it all often and loudly. Wait, if you found
Normal ekran
Sergeant
sayfasında
Asui,
farklı mı?
why is he not here with you?
Bakıyorum.
What happened?
At the end of the quest, you have a choice. When you confront Private Nowki,
Oğlum,
if
normal
you
ekran
believe
sayfasında
the story
harbiden
he's
farklı.
told
Normal
you,
ekran
you can
sayfasında
hand
net
over the
lan.
badges and let him go back home.
YouTube'da
You're right.
Türkiye'de ne
Real
yaptılarsa
battle isn't something you
sikmişler her
prepare for,
şeyi.
is it? It's not my fault. No, they should
Baksana.
have never have camped in the cave.
Bunda bu aynı mı
I'll
lan?
take the badges. I'm going back to Thirdborn.
But if you confront him, if you believe that he fled the site of
Xbox
battle
Türkiye'miş
as an
amına
act of
koyayım. Ne kadar
cowardice,
yani nasıl bu kadar
then he might challenge
batırabilirsiniz?
you to a fight to reclaim his honor. Either way, when you return to town,
Biz
you'll
240
see
oğlum
the
240
consequences of
renderlamışlar
your
yayın amına
actions
koyayım.
and the choices you made during this quest. Creating an immersive
Ne yapalım?
experience
İngilizceye mi
like
geçelim
Avowed
yoksa
is
burada
anchored in the
kalıyor
world
muyuz?
we build. Art director Matt Hansen and the team have worked to create a unique, colorful, and dynamic visual style.
Geçiyor muyuz İngilizce?
From
Tamam
the
go o zaman
outset,
ya.
we knew that we wanted Avowed setting
bizim Türklerden
to
bir
feel
tane-
rich, weird, and wonderful.
Düzgün bir iş olmaz mı bir tane ya?
By contrasting the vibrant with the dull, or verdant spaces with sickly ones, we
Ulan
can
Yücel
better
yine yaptı
deliver
yapacağını.
complex emotional experiences for our players. The Living Lands is a continent
En azından görüntü
of
net burada.
untamed valleys with widely varied biomes, from luxuriant forests to volcanic wastes. And each of those regions itself is
Anlamıyorum,
a
anlatabileceğim mi?
complex of storied
Abi
landscapes.
dünya varmış, ağaç varmış,
All of the
kum
regions
varmış.
have a lot of
Dünya
special
bu çok
things
çeşitliymiş.
associated with them, but I have a deep place in my heart for Shatterscarp. As you're wandering the wastes of Shatterscarp, you might notice off in the distance a vibrant jewel of color. By transitioning from destitute, muted tones of a wasteland of sand and marching in towards a beautiful oasis, there's the opportunity there for life, for adventure, and even a little danger.
We hope you've enjoyed this look at Avowed. We're
Valla
thrilled
ben
to
pek
share more
enjoylamadım
about the game
hocam.
in the coming months, and we can't wait for you to explore the Living Lands when Avowed launches this fall.
Sonbaharda çıkacakmış. Ha, bu kombat güzel gözükmüyor. Her şeyin yok silah, yok ok, yok büyü. Çeşitlilik her zaman iyi bir şey değildir dediğim gibi. Genelde çok fazla çeşitli yapınca hiçbiri tam şey olmuyor. Lan telefonu düşürüyorum. 10 tane kalitesiz silah yerine bir tane kaliteli silah tercih ederim. Okay, Oxide'ı aradan çıkartalım hızlı bir şekilde. Ninja Trail'iymiş, okey. 15 yıldır yapılan oyun. Bakalım bu sene çıkıyor mu?
Hi, I'm Don Matthews, studio head here at Ninja Theory in Cambridge, UK. We're now in the final months of development on Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and the team is working hard to bring you an unforgettable journey into Senua's unique world and her battle for survival, where we have once again combined high fidelity and immersive presentation with a shorter, narrative-led experience that focuses on the things that we really care about, and that we hope you care about too.
You see how supreme you are. Do you see how the pitiless world stamps you down?
Senua is back with a new quest. She wants to stop the Vikings who raided
Kız ne
her
kadar
village
güzelmiş lan.
right at their source, in Iceland. But not just her quest has changed. Senua herself has grown since the first Hellblade. She's made peace with her past and is no longer in such fear of her visions and
Artık kulağımıza
voices.
bir üflemeyecek
While the
mi?
Furies
Ne
are
oluyor?
still her constant companions, she encounters new people along the way, some of which will value her unique perspective, and others who will reject it.
Little by little, this settlement became my tribe.
In the game, Senua arrives in 10th century Iceland on the trail of the Vikings who have been enslaving her people. In the story, we're trying to
Bunun
be as
grafikleri güzel duruyor
faithful to
Allah'tan.
history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then building more surreal elements on top. Senua will face up to giants who have plunged the land into chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the Droiga, a violent threat that has swept through the settlements that she'll discover. Senua will make new enemies and also new allies who will come to see her unique perspective as a beacon of hope. And she'll discover, along with us, how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
Senua is a Celtic warrior who experiences psychosis, seeing things that other people don't, hearing voices, and having unique beliefs about the world around her. To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the University of Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
What does that mean? What does that mean? It's terrifying.
Players will find themselves traversing beautiful and hostile environments, seeking answers from patterns and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level. With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew and a new cast.
We spent a lot of time
Ama bu
planning
kız
the
sevmemiş.
motion capture
Motion capture mı
shoots,
yapıyormuş?
thinking of
Ama bu
what
kadar güzel
else
olmasının
we
sebebi
could
buymuş
bring
tamam.
into this fight. Like, how can we make this fight feel different from the previous fight? We have all new combat for the sequel. One of our key goals was the ability to actually tell a story throughout it. It does feel very different from the first game, but it's very brutal and you're very invested in it. Senua isn't a superhero, she's fighting for survival, and we want the player to feel her struggle in every step of her journey. We want the player to always feel like they just scraped through, just survived it.
Mel knows Senua better than anyone, better than I do. Her instincts are amazing, and she really doesn't need much help from me. On stage, our main focus is storytelling. So I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful expressions on their faces. And then I have to wait a little while, and then I get to see that all again in-game, in costume, on location, everything. It's a great experience, a great process.
Every discipline in the studio is unified in achieving a deep level of immersion to help suspend your disbelief and pull you into Senua's story. We were lucky enough to do a few reference gathering trips in Iceland. You have to be there. The sense of scale, everything is incredible.
Bu Star Wars Last Jedi'nin olduğu yer mi lan? O da mıydı odası?
Of the game and you're like, yeah, that works. That's amazing.
Senua experiences reality differently, and a part of this manifests in the voices she hears.
She will collapse. She will collapse.
These voices come to life through binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of auditory hallucinations. As we focus in immersion, binaural audio is perfect for this because through headphones, you surround yourself in a three-dimensional space. In the first game, we only applied to the voices that Senua listens in her head. In this game, through a spatial audio technology and some extra little things within the game, there is music that is binaural. Every single sound has the potential to be binaural, so everything is spatialized around you, and it's a very beautiful experience.
What will they do to her? What will we do to us?
Music is a strange language in the sense that it speaks to our emotions fast and deep. It's not only about quality, it's about personality. So when you listen to Hellblade, you know it's Hellblade. On the music, we are working with Heilung, which for me is a personal privilege because I really admire them. We feel their craft, their depth, their meaning in the music. It really connects with our game and elevates it to something really special. We are also working with a heavy metal singer, throat singers, and our very own Furies. They sing so beautiful, and we add that binaural touch of music. So this all creates a very immersive and a very special and unique experience.
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech. And that's our aim in Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, is to not only see where Senua goes next, but to deliver something really meaningful for our players.
My hope is that they will really connect to Senua as a character, and even if they can't really relate to what she's going through, maybe they know someone that relates to that character and they can then understand that person better.
Well, I don't want to sound cheesy, but in a way I'm Senua, right? She exists and doesn't. It exists through all of our work, through every ninja. So we all are Senua, and we are creating this character that grows and grows and grows and grows and keep growing and keep changing. So that makes it real.
I'm so proud of the love, care and passion our team here at Ninja Theory are putting into Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Our hope is to not only create a game that is great to play, but to craft an experience that leaves you thinking and feeling. From our combat gameplay through to our action set pieces, from our cinematic scenes to our puzzle solving, everything is crafted in service of Senua's journey. A journey that you can embark on.
Arkadaşlar bu gameplay göstermiyor değil. Etkinin ismine bakın. Developer Direct. Developer. Yani 2 dakika gameplay gösterip sonraki oyuna geçeceğimizi düşünmediniz değil mi? Yeni bir Mayıs. Allah. Lan erdedik DLC mi geldi? Ne oluyor? Hocam dur. Square Enix mi? Ayvayı yedik amına koyayım. Ya Square Enix git başımızdan. Oğlum erdedik DLC diyorduk. Anime kızı getirdi bize. Amına kodum VIP'leri. Teker teker VIP'leri ne zaman yıkacağız bu dünyadan?
Greetings, Xbox players. My name is Masaru Oyamada, producer for the Mana series here at Square Enix. 聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの情報を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにいち早くお伝えできる機会をいただけて大変光栄です。コンソールゲームとしては約17年ぶりとなる聖剣伝説シリーズ。
Mana hangi oyunda ben? Mana oynamadım. Mana ne?
聖剣伝説シリーズは1991年にファイナルファンタジー外伝として誕生して以降、マナと聖剣をめぐって描かれる愛をテーマに 個性豊かなキャラクターたち、心に響く楽曲の数々、武器の特性を生かして戦うアクション RPG としてこれまでに17作
Allah
発売され
aşkına biri
長
şu
らく愛さ
Japonlara
れてきました
İngilizce öğretsin. Ama biri de bilmez mi ya?
本作は30
Bilmez
年以
kardeşim
上
problem.
の歴史あるシリーズの最新作となるため、これまで培われてきた聖剣伝説としての世界をしっかり感じられるものを目指して鋭意制作中です。フィールドでは自然や
Oğlum Crash Bandicoot elması lan
感
o.
じられる色彩豊かな聖剣伝説の世界を体験してもらえると思います。シリーズおなじみのモンスターたちも本作に登場しています。今回これらのおなじみのモンスターたちを作り出した聖剣伝説の生みの親である石井浩一さんと共に聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの内容を紹介していきたいと思います。
Yeni geldim Elden Ring deleceğini
Hello, I am Koichi Ishii from Gretz. I am so happy to introduce the newest game in the Mana series to Xbox players. 初期の頃からシリーズ作品に登場しているモンスターたちは私が考案したものですが、中には小学生の頃すでにイメージができていたものもあります。今作では初めはドット絵からスタートしたモンスターたちをどのような形で最新化して聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナに落とし込むか、デザインの方向性からモデルの完成イメージまでを監修する立場でプロジェクトに参加しました。聖剣伝説ファイナルファンタジー外伝を作っていた頃から自分の頭の中ではモンスターたちは立体的に生き生きと動いて、これまで自分が携わった作品ではそれらをどうやって当時の技術で表現できるかにこだわって作ってきました。最新作では聖剣伝説のモンスターたちのただ可愛いだけではなく恐ろしさの部分もしっかりと表現できているので、バトル中はモンスターたちの表情にも注目してください。
これまで聖剣伝説シリーズには空を旅する海を渡る手助けをしてくれる頼もしい仲間たちがいましたが、今作には広大なフィールド探検に欠かせない新たな仲間が登場します。陸上を猛スピードで駆け回ってくれるピックルも石井さんが新たに考案してくださっています。
新たな仲間を考えるにあたっては今作のマスコットキャラクターになるくらい可愛い動物にしたいという漠然とした思いがありました。その上でヨークシャテリアの毛並み、見た目はアルマジルによく似た仙山港や古代エジプト神のアヌビスの子供といった具体的なイメージが浮かんできて、それぞれの特徴を取り入れながらラフデザインを書き起こしました。
Arkadaşlar bu oyunu öldürmek için ilk önce Pokemon'u öldürmemiz gerek. Bir Pokemon öldürelim, bunların da soyu biter, merak etmeyin.
調整を重ねていき、ピックルは誕生しました。
もう一つの挑戦は楽曲面です。過去さまざまなコンポーザーが携わられた楽曲の雰囲気が感じられつつも、最新作として
Olur kardeşim olur. Son Pokemon oyunu biliyorsunuz. Herkes tepki vermeye başladı Pokemon'a yavaş yavaş. Benim 10 yıldır anlattığım şeyleri daha yeni millet anlatmaya başladı. Pokemon'u bitireceğiz.
新たな試みとしてフィールドの探索からバトルまでをシームレスに体験できるよう、今作ではインタラクティブミュージックを導入しており、冒険の没入感を高めてくれます。探索中の BGM がバトルに入った瞬間、アレンジが切り替わる様を実際に聞いてみましょう。
Evet, şu oyunu neden oynamalım diye kendime sorduğum bir tane cevap bulamıyorum.
RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。空中でのアクションがバトルの鍵となっており、武器での攻撃だけでなく魔法での攻撃も可能になっています。そして本作ならではの特徴として、聖剣伝説シリーズではおなじみの精霊たちがいますが、その力を宿した武器を使うとバトルを手助けしてくれるようになります。精霊によっては様々な特性の違いがありますので、 その効果とともに聖剣伝説の世界らしい不思議な力で爽快なバトルを楽しんでいただけます。
オリジナルモンスターやピックリにも注目してほしいのですが、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナーは聖剣伝説らしさを感じてもらえる作品になるよう、小山田君を中心にチームのみんなが頑張って作ってくれていますので、ぜひ発売日を楽しみに待っていてください。私自身もプレイするのを楽しみにしています。
DLC'si var arkadaşlar, merak etmeyin. Umudu
聖剣伝
karartmayın.
説シリーズとして初めて Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにお届けする本作、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナーは今後も様々な
Eminim
情報をお
Xbox
届けしてい
topluluğu
き
bu oyunu
ますの
çok
で、
heyecanlanmıştır
ぜ
şu an.
ひご期待ください。この夏、この忘れられない冒険を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんに楽しんでいただける日が今から待ちきれません。
Bir saniye, PlayStation çıkmıyor mu? Oğlum, imkansız oğlum böyle bir şey. PlayStation çıkmıyorsa da Xbox'ta mı çıkıyor? Oğlum Square Enix o kadar oç bir firma ki sadece PlayStation'a exclusive yapıyordu Final Fantasy 7'yi falan filan. Gerçekten bu da yazmıyordu nelerden. Öyle bir şey imkanı yok bence çünkü. Hadi şu dağdan çıkartalım da sonra Indiana Jones ve Elden Ring geçelim, kapatalım ya. Hadi şurada bir yerden çıkartalım. Hızlı bir şekilde.
Hello, and welcome to Oxide Games. We founded the studio in 2013 with our decades of personal experience building some of the most beloved strategy games of all time, like Civilization V. We came together to create something new and innovative in a genre we all love. Ara History Untold is the game we've dreamt of making.
Ara is an homage to historical gamers, strategy gamers, 4X gamers. It features all the depth and gameplay fans of this genre love, where you'll explore the world, expand your nation, govern your people, and engage with your rivals on the international stage. But it isn't just more of the same. With Ara, we wanted to challenge some of the preconceived notions about the genre, push it forward in a modern, empowering, and truly compelling and approachable way.
For example, we have over 100 instruments on display in the office, which are all things that we purchased in order to add to the soundtrack and expand the game and make it really good. Hi, Dan. That's Dan. We started in his basement. It's been an amazing process to see from concept to completion. We started small, building a robust game engine, questioning our design assumptions, and prototyping out features, rediscovering what made us fall in love with strategy games in the first place.
The end result is Ara, the historical grand strategy game that presents a living world where you can rule how you want to rule and chart your own path to becoming the most prestigious nation on the planet.
For Ara, we knew we needed deep systems with outcomes that encourage exploration and give players the power to experiment and make meaningful strategic choices while still having agency over their playstyle.
We also wanted to explore more in different
O da
parts of
şaka maka
history
etkinlik YouTube'da
and give
90.000
players from
izleniyor.
around the world the chance to see the game reflect
Twitch'te
their unique
20.000.
perspective and not
Toplam
just
110.000.
And finally, we
110.000
want players to feel the impact
çok
of their
düşük bir rakam
decisions.
biliyorsunuz değil mi?
They
Sony
need to
State of
see
Play
their
yapsa
choices
600.000 700.000
reflected in the
izleniyor
world
amına koyayım.
itself, not just through numbers on a menu. One of the first differences you'll see when you dive into Ara
Kimse
is
sikine
what we
takmamış
call
yani.
the living world. It's a procedurally generated alternate Earth, bursting with life, an intuitive, authentic, and immersive space, a blank canvas for players
Zaten
to
bu
paint the
110.000'in
society of their dreams.
1000'i yükselir çarpı bot hesapları desek.
It
Yazsak ve
reflects the
daştı.
choices players make over the course of the game. They can see everything from the settling of the wilderness to cultural influence on architecture over time to the thousands of citizens living their lives and reacting to the changes. We want players to feel like they're truly occupying the world, leading their people as they
Developer
thrive in
Direct
the
tamamen
world.
başlı başına saçma
Core to
sapan
the
bir şey
vision of
bence.
Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule. And no
Yani
feature
State
better
of Play gibi
exemplifies
fragman ver
this
git
than the
ben ne
prestige
yapayım
system.
yapımcıların
To win
15
a
dakika
game of
oyunu
Ara,
anlatmasını, bu çok
players will
sıkıcı bir
compete
şey.
with their rivals to build the most influential, impressive, and important nation the world has ever known. This is measured by prestige, the player's score that proves their worth as a leader.
The prestige
İzlemek
system
banyo
gives
iş yapalım.
players the chance to decide what kind of leader they want to be. Do they want to pursue great works of arts and culture? Military might. Scientific advancement. The choice is theirs. In Ara, there are no set victory conditions. Players get
Yani
to
en kötü
decide
YouTube
what is
videosu
most
yap koy
important
abi.
to
Niye
them
bunu
and
etkinlik
focus
diye,
and
event diye
prioritize on
sunuyorsun
those
ki bize?
goals, while
YouTube'dan
still
izleyen
being able
izlesin.
to win the game.
Personally, when I play Ara, I like to build triumphs. Triumphs are our collection of incredible monuments and architectural achievements from throughout human history. Like the Great Pyramid of Giza. They're hard to build, but worth it, giving huge prestige bonuses and game-changing abilities to the nation that constructs them.
Another aspect of Ara
Vallahi
that
ben
I'm personally excited
Twitter,
about
Facebook
is our
geziyorum. Bitince
crafting
söyleyin
system.
bana.
The crafting system offers a unique challenge to the player that they generally won't see often in the 4X genre. Succeeding at balancing, gathering the right things, turning them into the tools that you need, and then finally getting to the outcome or reward of something like an important improvement or triumph just changes the challenge that exists in Ara compared to other 4X games.
Crafting plays out in Ara at a national scale, with players honing and combining the natural resources they harvest into all manner of goods and components. Those are the foundation for everything, from international trade to improving their cities and citizens' lives, and even manufacturing the weapons necessary to draft military units. The crafting system in Ara encourages thoughtful, advanced planning. It rewards players who can see the strategic outcome of all their collective decisions, and not just the individual ones.
I'm proud of the work that's gone into our simultaneous turn system. Many strategy games have players alternate taking turns and reacting to their opponent's moves. In Ara, all players' actions are resolved at the same time. This rewards players' ability to navigate uncertainty, to predict and strategically plan for a variety of scenarios in the moment. This system makes Ara just feel more real. In a typical strategy game, once your turn is finished, you upgrade from there. Simultaneous turns just mean those times are very low. You get to keep playing the game and stay engaged rather than having those periods of downtime where you're not doing anything.
It's not easy sifting through all of history and picking what to include. For Ara, we wanted to offer a fresh perspective, so we looked at cultures and societies throughout the millennia with the broadest lens possible.
Where this approach really shines is in our leaders. Leaders are so often seen as military personnel or prominent government figures, but leaders come in so many different forms. They're thought leaders, scientific and cultural prodigies, and many more.
Each leader in Ara has a number of special abilities determined by their personality traits, as well as a powerful and unique leader trait informed by their contributions to world history.
With a diverse global roster, we know players will find leaders that they will want to play. And even a few that may surprise them with how fun it is when those leaders are handed the reins of power.
For us at Oxide, player feedback is the only way to really understand.
Valla Oğuz abim Ankara'ya
It gives
gitmemiş
us
belli.
that priceless perspective from the people we're making Ara for. You.
Building the game alongside real players has given us that critical player feedback. In the end, we believe this makes for a deeper connection between the players and the game.
One of my favorite examples is when we first introduced the concept of dangerous wildlife to the game. It turns out, in our first iteration, it was maybe a little bit too aggressive or disruptive. We knew we should probably make a change when one of our insiders made a forum post that was just, "Cougars, cougars,
Cougars, I hate cougars!"
Someone get these feline demons away from me. I'm happy to report, based on more recent feedback, that I think we ended up in a good place with the overall threat level of mountain lions to a player's citizenry.
It's been years of hard work to bring you a strategy experience like no other. And we're so excited that we can finally
the
see
official
finish
trailer
line.
for Breaking Bad
We
2
can't wait for players
starts
to
in
get their
3.
hands on the game later this year.
But the launch of Ara is only the beginning. We are going to maintain our insider program after the release date and continue to listen to players and support the game into the future.
On behalf of everyone
Bitiyor
at
ama.
Outside Games,
İnternet
thank you
olsa
for
geçiyor
joining
muyuz?
us today. We can't wait for you to play Ara and to create your own history.
Okey, hadi bakalım. İnternet olsa zaten buradaki tek ilgi çekici olan şey, ilk defa çıkacak şey, ilk defa göreceğiz oyunu. Zaten yakınlarda da biliyorsun Indiana Jones 2003'ü izledik. İzledik diyorum, oynadık. İstanbul'da geçen. Birazcık kanser bir oyundu ama. Bakalım ne yapmışlar.
Hej och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos Machine Games. We are really excited to finally be able to share our work on Indiana Jones. Since the first film came out, Indiana Jones has always represented the ultimate adventure. Even today, it's one of the most iconic franchises in pop culture. In this game, you aren't just playing as Indy, you are Indiana Jones. You will see through his eyes and experience a journey that we hope lives up to the proud legacy of Indiana Jones. When Todd Howard first told us about his vision for the game, we knew we would be a very good fit to help bring it to life.
Todd Howard bir sürü şey Indiana Jones oyunu.
Indiana Jones game forever. I'd had this idea for what it would be like and the story, what Indy was going after, what period of his life it was in, what kind of arc he was going to have. And as the years went on, I thought, who would be like the best studio in the world to make this? And it was my friends at Machine Games.
Geçmiş oyun kötü olacak.
I can remember pitching Lucasfilm on the game and being, a little bit nervous because, look, it's, Indiana Jones, and their response was just overwhelmingly positive, and just that excitement has bled through the whole project, and they have just been so trusting and supportive of everything that we want to do with the game. It's been a long time. I've been a fan of this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to show you what the team here has been up to. Let's take our first look at the new Indiana Jones game.
Hadi bakalım. Evet, third person olacağı kesindir zaten. Omuz kamerasından belki.
Tell you what you are missing, Dr. Jones. While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you. You're wondering if maybe you should have.
Oğlum bir şey diyeceğim. Yine grafikler kötü.
Instead of ending up here, dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
FPS mi? Bir saniye, FPS Indiana Jones oyunu mu?
History. Just different ways to
Oğlum,
interpret the past.
FPS'ı ilk duyduk şey miydi, ben unuttum lan bir de onu. Third person zannediyordum.
Beliefs scattered and buried. Just waiting to be found.
Can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
Watch me.
Oğlum grafikler cidden PlayStation 3 bu arada. Ha, geldi yine çığlık.
Throughout history, mankind has built sites of great spiritual significance.
Bir de Harrison Ford'un sesini kullanmamışlar galiba. Farklı bir seslendirme.
You get a perfectly aligned circle.
Oğlum bu oyun third person olması lazım ama ya. Ben bile FPS sever olarak.
I've had run-ins with these guys before. Trust me. It ain't a walk in the park.
Okay then. Let's see if you can keep up.
What do you mean if I can keep up?
Ay be, yedik. Aksiyon sahneleri FPS olarak pek de güzel olmaz ki.
Patron of the fallen angels. Protector of the Chukulimani.
Allah'ım grafiğe bak.
You have any idea how old that was?
Oğlum. Spotify'da kılık FPS bak ya, her şeye geçtim. Yani ben iyi grafikle bir şey bekliyordum. Grafikler inanılmaz kötü.
And he means so much to so many
Bu nasıl
people.
grafik oğlum?
Everyone here at the studio has their own indie stories and memories. Most of us grew up with his adventures.
Bir yabancı formu merak edeyim. Ben yabancı formlardaki insanlar ne diyor? Onlar da grafiği kötü diyorlardı değil mi?
Archaeologist. He's a charismatic everyman. He's passionate and determined. And for us,
Animasyonlar kötü diyen var. FPS diye sövenler var çok fazla.
To tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what he sees and feels. For us at Machine Games, we do that best through first person. It's the ideal perspective to bring you into the rich, exciting, and interactive world we've built. We believe that being up close and
hani FPS'e sormuşlar, voice actor kötü diyorlar.
making each action feel like your own.
Ama kimseden grafikler kötü dediğini görmedim yabancı forumlarda.
Solving puzzles in ancient temples, or seeing your knuckles go bloody in a fist fight. All of these moments are much more intense in first person.
But we still want you to have those moments. Seeing his iconic
Oğlum ne demek kötü değil? İnanılmaz kötü gözüküyor.
And so for things like
Oyun
cutscenes and environmental
yani PlayStation 4 bile değil bence yani. Baksana, gölge yok oğlum oyunda. Gölgeyi gördün mü?
And the Great Circle is set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and the Last Crusade.
When our game begins, Indiana is working at Marshall College. He wakes up in the middle of the night to the sounds of a break-in and rushes to confront the thief in the college museum. The mysterious giant of a man makes
Yüzü bak
off
zaten
with what
yüz
seems
tekstür
to be
katiği
a
inanılmaz kötü.
historically insignificant artifact.
Ansola'ya baksana, saçlara bak.
Indiana's curiosity.
Who the hell are you?
Following the trail, Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular relic was stolen, and discovers that things aren't what they appear.
O oyunu anlatmayın lan,
He
spoiler
starts
yiyoruz.
pulling at the strings of a mystery, and it all unravels until he has no choice but to see it through to the end, whatever the end may be.
On next plane to Rome. Stop. Need help. Stop. Meet me in Vatican. Stop. Indy.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of
O
game
nasıl küpe
we
lan?
were making.
Küpe mi oğlum o ne?
It wouldn't be indie if he wasn't using his wits to get through the situation. The most authentic Indiana Jones experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
Sure, there will be some obstacles that will be more easily overcome with the revolver or a gun taken from a disarmed guard. But I think most of the time you'll have more fun and, to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
We always want to be offering more solutions, whether it's trying a different path through the environment to get around enemies, observing enemy
Evet, yeni nesil Indiana Jones da bilen yok, o yüzden
or using the tools at your disposal, like the whip.
bu da yanlış bir
It's an
seçim yani.
amazing global adventure.
Bence
with
de.
action propelling you through your journey.
We have these really diverse environments for you to explore. Indy's journey will take him to the forgotten temples
Gerçekten
of
kaç kişi
Sukhothai,
Indiana Jones izledi bilmiyorum. En son
pyramids of
Indiana
Egypt,
Jones filmi ne zaman
Snow
çıktı
Peaks
hatırlamıyorum bile.
Himalayas, and beyond.
We look carefully at each location and the time period the game is set in, and we're trying to make it as authentic
Daha geçen
and
yıl
accurate as
çıktı mı? Harbi mi? O zaman cümleyi şöyle düzelteyim. Geçen yıl film çıkmış, haberim bile yok.
Feel like a true cinematic Indiana Jones adventure.
One of the biggest ways to do that is with the music. John Williams is the original composer for the indie films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for The Great Circle.
İlk filmini ben de geçen izledim.
We also take a very movie-like
Yani 80'ler için güzel film de Indiana Jones. Yani 80'ler için.
with our production style. We use a lot of stunt actors. Things like this help us bridge the gap between making a game and making a movie.
And of course, our characters do a lot to help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy, Gina is our other main protagonist. Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
Gina is an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure. She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this determined American professor. Their paths are intertwined, and they'll need each other in order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Okay then, let's see if you can keep up.
Fight. What do you mean if I can keep up?
We always love our villains and think we might have found our favorite one yet in Emmerich Voss. He's this intensely psychological man. He's obsessed with the human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly intelligent and the perfect foil for Indy. They're both brilliant people compelled by their passions and obsessions, but driven down wildly different roads.
Tabi o saçlarda modelleme aşamasını o da söylemeyin. Direkt final stream'i bence kötü gözüküyor. Mesela o terf Perdeye de ışık gibi.
One of our mottos for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is adventure first. But in every indie adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of hybrid experience that mixes melee combat, stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation is up to you. You may choose to sneak around an enemy patrol, or maybe you'll just pick up a shovel and whack them on the back of their head. And when you can't use your wits, you got Indy's most iconic tool. Just like you see in the movies, one of our goals has been to make the whip as fun and multi-purposed as possible. We want it integrated into every aspect of the game.
You can use it as a traversal tool to make your way around the environment. You can use it as a distraction. And yes, you can absolutely use it in combat.
Lan 2-3'lik oyunda sadece atlayabiliyorduk lan.
From Indy's whip. And hopefully a little bit more. Puzzles are a key feature in our game. The spirit of discovery is so important to Indiana Jones. Obviously, there are a handful of puzzles on the main path, but a lot of the puzzles are optional and are just there for the players who want to experience them.
Teşekkürler. Puzzle'lar opsiyon.
Epic traps, small secrets, and hidden puzzles that blend right in with their surroundings.
One thing I love about our game is the level of interactivity that we have. We have this world of mystery where anything could potentially hide a secret. The more you look, the more you'll discover.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I want to thank you all for joining us for our big reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Machine Games is known for creating these roller coaster experiences with huge set pieces, surprising twists and immersive narratives. It's exciting for us that we have been able to stay so true to the Indiana Jones franchise and create such an authentic experience while still being able to showcase what makes us us. We are making a game for everyone, whether you are very familiar with the franchise or not. Because at the heart of Indiana Jones is an incredible adventure.
Ama 2025 demedim lan. Bu sene çıkıyor.
Everyone wants to be part of. I'm also very excited to announce that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will be coming later this year, and we cannot wait to share more soon.
Arkadaki Todavat Oçu ne yapıyordu? Şaka mı yapıyordu? Komik misin lan? Ya tam çıkıştan vermemişler ama 2024 kesin demişler. Herhalde yine birazcık sonuna geçiyor gibi oyun. Okey, sıra geldi arkadaşlar. Elden'lik DLC hazır mıyız? Son bir şey.
Take one?
Is it animals, children, and game developers?
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art.
Gelecek oğlum, merak etmeyin lan.
Core to the vision of Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule. Stay happy!
Creating an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build.
You aren't just playing as Indy, you are Indiana Jones.
My name is Masaru Oyamada. 今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。
Hocam sağ altta bir yerden DLC yeri var. Bak sağ altta bir yer var hocam. Bak tam sağ altta bir yerden DLC yeri yok mu? Bak bekle. Bekleyin oğlum, sakin olun. Oğlum bir saniye. Hayır, gelmemesine imkan yok. Oğlum gelmiş işte. Bandai Namco YouTube kanalı açsanız oğlum, gelmiş.
Of Salem Lobby.
Bandai Namco YouTube.
The close of the Age of Fire. The Ring City is set to be at world's end. Past this heap of rubbish.
Hocam yeni bölge mi?
As far as one can go.
Vay vay vay.